Hi, Taylor T. Carlson here, and we're going to continue the reviews for the Marvel Legends Eternals figures today, taking a look at Thena. Thena, of course, being the character portrayed by Angelina Jolie in the film, and her ability, she can create weapons from energy, although she suffers from a lot of mental anguish, leaving Gilgamesh to largely be her caretaker. I'm surprised it took so long for the MCU to get Angelina Jolie to portray a role, and they finally got her to do it for the Eternals as Thena. We're going to unbox this figure, and I'll share my opinion. Top of the box with the Eternals logo. Now, I believe this figure was exclusive to Target stores. I think she was exclusive to Target, and Ajax was exclusive to Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me there if I'm wrong. Side of the box, other side of the box. Back's got a nice picture of her and description. Description reads as follows. A fierce warrior, Thena has the ability to use cosmic energy to form any handheld weapon she can think of. Surprisingly, the description does not mention her mental anguish and state throughout the movie, which is a little odd because it's such a major part of her character. But again, we're here to review the figure itself, not the accuracy of the description. So let's open her up and see what we get in here. Okay, we just got Thena off her card here. We'll take a closer look at her in a second. She comes with open hands attached, but also comes with two, slightly closed hands. She has a dagger, a short sword, longer, straighter sword, and this big staff as well. Here we have Thena herself. The face is actually a pretty decent likeness of Angelina Jolie, and the outfit looks very nice as well. I do like this sort of muted beige off-white color of her outfit and how shiny it is. A lot of these Eternal costumes actually translated pretty well to figures, and I like the way they look. They can be a little awkward in motion when posing the figures, but they do look nice. Unfortunately, because of her hair, you don't have a whole lot of range of motion with her head. She does have the usual interchangeable... She does have the usual articulated torso, ball joint arms. She does have shoulder pads up here that are somewhat restrictive when moving her arms around, but it's not too bad. And she's got the usual elbow articulation as well. Hands swivel, because of course you can put the gripping hands on there as well. Now we move down to her lower body. This piece that covers her waist and her backside, this is actually very loose. I wish there was a way to attach this a little more firmly, because you move the figure around and this just goes every which way. Articulated ball joint legs. Her knees are articulated, as with a lot of figures. I haven't used this a whole lot, so a little bit of a rough motion at first. The joints in her knees are pretty obvious and visible when you articulate there, which is kind of disappointing, but then, of course, her feet can swivel as well. She does have the holes in the bottom of her feet like most figures do. And then if you want to look under the cloth piece around her waist, there's kind of what that looks like underneath. Again, I do wish it was a little easier to make this thing, more firmly attached. I guess there's it's like there's a little plastic piece inside her garment, and if you pull that down, you can kind of fit that in there. It's kind of hard to see, right there, but up at the top, you pull this down pretty low, and you can snap that in, and it kind of holds it in place, but it just doesn't really want to stay put all that much. If you play with it a little too much, move the figure around, that can come loose. So again, I wish that was more permanently attached where it is. Let's take her hands off and put those gripping hands on so we can try out these accessories. For a Marvel Legends figure, she actually comes with a surprisingly large number of accessories, which, if you ask me, is a positive change for the line. Okay, her gripping hands are in place. We'll start out with the dagger. And as with these Marvel Legends figures most of the time, it is a little tough to move the fingers to get the things in their hands sometimes. Hasbro also makes the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and the hands there also kind of... There we go. She got her dagger there. We'll try the short sword with the sort of wavy energy effect on it. Same deal as before. Getting that hand to open is kind of a pain, but that's pretty much par for the course when it comes to this line of figures. There we go. She's got that in her hands. And we'll try her left hand now. We'll put the longer, straighter sword in that hand. And there we go. She's ready to go to war. And last but not least, we have this giant staff. This one's a little trickier because there's not really an easy gripping spot on this due to the girth of the staff, but we'll push that down a little ways, and we actually got that in not too bad. Overall, I think it's a good-looking figure. The only real complaints I have are this piece that goes around her waist. It just moves around too much, and it's hard to fit the little pieces in to attach that more firmly. There are some places where her joints of articulation are a little obvious looking. Although I do like the fact that she comes with more accessories than most of the MCU figures in the Marvel Legends line do. Overall, not a bad looking figure. Not the best figure that I've reviewed from Marvel Legends, but solid overall, and I don't think fans will be disappointed. Are you a fan of this Eternals line of Marvel Legends toys, and have you picked any of them up? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to my channel for more content because I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. See you next time.